Hey there Batman fans, MVious Cosplay here today, and we're going to take a look back at an older figure of mine. This was pretty much my first Azrael figure when Gotham Knight had come out a few years ago, and I believe this was their third wave of figures from DC Collectibles of the Batman Gotham Knight figures. And at the time when I got it, I was just too busy with everything else to even do figure reviews again. So now, here we are, so I will be doing this review. So this Azrael, it was not Jean-Paul Valley, it was Michael Lane in the Arkham verse of Batman things. And when he first appeared in Arkham City, and then he got an upgrade out of nowhere, basically. So pretty much doing a quick 360 of the figure. All the details from the in-game model are there. Some really nice silver weathering on the armor bits and stuff, and I'm happy that they did not go with a full clean white tunic, make it look dirty and old and such. Let's bring the camera up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Let's bring in the face a little bit closer here. Let's focus in. Shine a light there. So, Azrael looks pretty good. Some nice silver on the mask and some good weathering effects. It looks like to make it look like he has taken a few punches to the face while wearing it. And fun fact, the voice of Azrael in the Arkham games, Arkham City as well as Arkham Knight, he was voiced by none other, oh man, the name of the voice actor just escaped me right now, but it is the very same voice actor that voiced Cyborg in the original Teen Titans show and Teen Titans Go. So yeah, if you do remember the name of the voice actor, please be sure to put the name in the comments below. But let's go over the articulation, starting with the head. The head is pretty hindered due to the hood, so you pretty much need to like just turn the face itself left to right. You can look up this much and only this much down. So the head is kind of a letdown. There is no separate neck joint. It's all in a singular ball joint in here. The arms can go up this much because due to the shoulder pauldrons here, even though they are rubberized, they do hinder the movement. They can go out this far back, and as you saw, they can go pretty much, if you move the shoulder pauldron on the right, his arms can go that far out. We do get a swivel here at the elbows on both arms. The bend is only about 90 degrees. Strangely, when I did get the figure, the elbow joint was not painted compared to the second one on this arm. So that was always weird to me. The wrists are on ball joints, as well as, yeah, they're on hinged ball joints. So they can only swivel, as well as rotate. The torso articulation here, you can get a pretty decent motion left to right. He can look down this much, and he can look pretty much, he can't really arch his back. The waist articulation is pretty decent, standard. The legs, holding this out of the way as much as I could so you can see, the legs can go out this far only. There is a cut here, so you do have a thigh swivel. They can kick out this far and not really go back at all. Double jointed knees. Not sure why they couldn't have given a double joint here in the elbows, but a double knee joint is always nice. The feet are on a simple hinge joint here. They do have an ankle rocker. No toe articulation besides the bending. So posing is quite limited, mostly in the arm region, which is really disappointing because there's a lot of good poses that I really wanted to recreate with this figure, but I just can't. Most of the articulation is in the leg region. So moving on to the figure's only accessory is the sword of oh, I forgot what they called the sword. It wasn't the sword of Saint Dumas. It was it's either the sword of sin, I think it's the sword of sin. I need to look back into the game in order to do it, but I actually had to go ahead and paint on the red itself to match the in-game model, because when I got this figure, both sides of this were just along the blade, the side fins, as well as the cross guard. It was just plain silver. There was no red paint, so I went ahead and done that to make it a little more game accurate. Focusing on that really quick. So there we go. And the figure can actually hold it pretty well. So, well, except for the right hand, I'm not sure what happened. It sits really loosely in there, but nothing a heat gun or some hot water can fix. So in the right hand, it's pretty loose, but on the left hand, he can hold it pretty well. There we go. And this is what I mean with the articulation, with the arms, and if you played the game, and if you managed to get Azrael's good ending for the side quest when he breaks the arm, the sword's blade with the arm blades. I really wanted to do that pose, but you just can't with this figure because the arms are so limited in articulation. So, which is odd, like, you would think a figure and a character that uses a sword would have a lot more articulation with the arms, but not the legs. It makes no sense, but it is what it is, guys and girls. So doing a quick height comparison with this version of Azrael with, I'm trying to stand him up as straight as possible here, bringing in my newly reviewed as of yesterday DC Multiverse Curse of the White Knight Azrael Jean Paul Valley. They stand pretty much the same height. JPV, stand still. There we go. They are about the same height, and that's pretty accurate in my opinion, because both of these characters are pretty tall. They're the same height of Bruce Wayne usually. I think in the original timeline, when Jean Paul Valley Azrael was introduced, he seemed a little bit taller than Bruce, but there we go. In the chronological scheme of things, the first Azrael here, Jean Paul Valley, and the second one, Michael Lane. I'm not sure what happened to Michael Lane in the New 52. He was there for a little bit. He didn't die. And then New 52 became Rebirth. So, is he still kicking? I don't know. If you do know, let me know in the comments down below. And with that said, this has been a, what do we even call this? Like a retrospective review? Throwback review? Let's go throwback review. This has been a throwback review of the Arkham Knight version of Azrael from DC Direct. Or is it DC Direct now or DC Collectibles? I think back then when the figure first came out, it was DC Collectibles. I think. And then it got changed back to DC Direct. I don't know. The naming and all that has changed since then. So it's up in the air right now. But yeah, this has been the Arkham Knight version of Azrael. Be sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. Alright everybody, see you at the next review.